Well, we've come to War 12 against the Developer Alliance, and I wasn't planning on doing this recording until probably tomorrow, but I've found myself able at a point where I can. And I wanted to. This is my last high tier war video, really, or maybe even my last war video. I mean, we all, as I've said throughout this season, I'm come to the point where I'm calling it quits. And I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome. And that was my plan to do. And then sort of reading into it a little bit more, I realised imposter syndrome is actually where you are good enough. Imposter syndrome is essentially thinking that you're not good enough and convinced that you're not good enough and self-doubt and all that, where but in reality, you are good enough. So actually, I think it's more fitting to talk about fraud. I'm not the greatest player at this game. I've had good moments. I've had some solid wars. I've had solid fights. I've had solid seasons. I've played this game since some point in earlier 2019. Before COVID was a thing, a lot of people I've come to meet throughout this game started sort of during lockdown, and it helped them through that. So, I mean, that did the same for me, but it wasn't why I started this game. And, I started out not really understanding the game and not being very good, and, developing my way through it. And, I remember taking the step from my AGT alliance up into sort of tier 1, tier 2, tier 1. I came to GGIR, waded my way through the toxicity there. There were some good times too. And then I took the step up to DSVG into sort of my first real taste of consistent masters level. And then, I spent a good amount of time there, learned a lot. And I found my way to LVT, where Liza let me in, and I remember the first time chatting with Liza and Taters for LVT, and, explaining that I never really felt that I was good enough to be there. But they were happy with that, and they eventually took me on. And I haven't looked back. It's been an amazing experience. I've always wanted to push myself in this game and challenge myself. And it was never on my checklist to get myself a war champ title. And here I am with 2 at the end of my journey. And it's been awesome. And we haven't pushed this season, and I have felt relaxed mostly. Last season we got war champ, and it took its toll. The wars are stressful. The game consumes everything from us if you let it. We spend hours online, as in the app, not just on the internet. Planning and practicing our fights and talking amongst another, having all sorts of conversations about champ interactions and how the game works and how we just don't want to die and have to do everything we can to get a win. And the level of camaraderie that comes with that, and the achievement of working as a team to grind out a win, and the toxicity of it, and the fact that these wars just make me ill. I've got a beautiful wife, I've got 2 perfect children, and I need to not spend as much time focusing on this game anymore. Can we just appreciate here that Shatra beat Serpent, the previous war, where I included getting punched in the face and used lower boosts, I took far less damage than this. But yeah, there we go. I'm spending a lot of time on this game, and I need to come away from it, and ultimately I need to completely quit. And that was the plan, but realistically, as a lot of people in this game, we are addicts, and I'm not ready yet to go full cold turkey quit. So I'm going away for a while. I'm gonna leave for a bit. I'm going on holiday with my family, and when I come back, I'm probably gonna join my friends at Redeemers for a little bit as a bit of a bit part, take a back seat and just chill, take it very casually, and hope that doesn't impact my friends there. You know, if I'm not able to pull my weight as much as they need me to, then I'll step away because I don't want to impact anyone. But I've made some awesome friends in the game, which is why I want to go back there and, you know, still stay involved and see if I can make a go at it. I like to do everything whole hog. I realise I'm ranting. I haven't sort of. I'm just making this up as I go along, to be honest. But I like to do everything by whole, do things properly, full prep, full send, and I'm probably going to find it difficult playing this game very casually, but we'll see how we go. I need to give it a try. But it's been such an awesome journey. I really have enjoyed it, you know. As I said, I've never professed to be the best here. As this channel states, I'm an average war player, saving space on my phone. And I'm grateful for everyone that has watched my videos over the time that I've been doing this channel, and watching my videos and commenting and liking and just interacting. And it is a lot of fun to do, and I'll probably still make some videos here and there. I don't know in what capacity, or to what degree, how often, but we'll see. And I just had to pause there because my wife was calling down for something. But yeah, it feels weird making this video. Obviously I would normally do my commentary, this being a very boring fight. Clean SB2 decks is there just to show that I'm still semi-capable at this game. But I'm going to miss it, and you know, this game is really not good for mental health. As I said, there's a lot of toxicity in it, there's a lot of positivity in it as well, but I need to change where I am now and change what I'm doing, my approach to things and how I involve myself in this. And I've wanted to talk about this in this last video for a bit. I've thought about it during my day and wanted to get the words out there. And yeah, really, I think it's important to discuss mental health. Why is Chi regenning so much as well? Anyway, kind of lost my trail of thought. I don't want to just suddenly go into narrating my videos now because they are boring. They are, well, you wait till the next one. I've got one more fight coming after this. I realise I didn't really talk about introducing anything, but yeah, we're coming up to my last fight now. And at this point I managed to achieve the impossible. And I managed to achieve the impossible by doubling to a future Ant-Man with Carolina, like a hard counter. And you're just going to see how badly I play this. But yeah, ultimately, like, it feels very strange to be at the end of such a journey. I realise this is all very dramatic now, because, you know, here I am with my little YouTube channel and less than 500 followers or subscribers, whatever you want to call it, which I'm very grateful for. The plan was never to build my channel up to monetization and have an entire massive following. I'm not that caliber, I'm too busy. And so it's just not it. But yeah, you know, I'm coming to the end of this journey and I will miss it. I've been very grateful for everyone that's been involved. I met some awesome people. I intend to stay in touch with some of them. Went for drinks with one of them last week while he was here in London on his honeymoon. That was really cool. Very cool experience. And it'd be nice, anyone else who comes down to the UK, hit me up and we'll meet up. It's fun to meet people, make friends and enjoy the other aspect of this game. Here I am thinking I'm going to be timing out. I do intend to still stay involved with it a little bit. I'm also running out of things to say and talk about just for the sakes of things. Damn, looking at this back now, I could have recovered, although there was still the glancing thing. Man, what a terrible fight this was, honestly. Oh, this is kind of where I lost it. Look at me not able to outdo his regen. Yeah, I should have quit. I briefly considered quitting the fight at this point, and that's exactly what I should have done. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Liza, who's my alliance leader, who let me back in after the initial break I did take from LVT, because, yeah, repaid the faith, and I've essentially repaying the faith here by playing like an absolute scrub. Fortunately, we have beaten the developer alliance because they were worse than we were, and we weren't great as an alliance as a whole today. But yeah, I was, as I said, an absolute pathetic whimper to end my top tier war career, really, as we want to call it. Just wow. Yeah, going back in. My boost had run out because it was almost a timeout. Kabam are, I think the other aspect of what wanted me to just quit this game is the fact that Kabam have become such a disgusting company, the way they operate. Like, the paywalls, the money involved, the spending events, it's entirely shameless, and it's such a shame because, I mean, you know, I have spent myself in this game more than I care to admit. I have cut it down recently, and I've found it easier than I expected to not spend any more on this game like the last couple of months. But yeah, you know what, after this I couldn't even be bothered to record the cleanup, so we cut straight to the result at the end, which we, as I said, we won semi-convincingly, and we secured Masters, which is nice. But yeah, quite a depressing end to my time here, but I guess that's that in a nutshell as well. Sums up my season and how I've been at this game, hence fraud. I'm not a war champ player, I'm always the first to admit that, but it's been a privilege to achieve that and get that amongst my alliance mates here, who have all been really amazing. So thank you all, I love you all, and I will see you guys around. This isn't the very end, but it is the end for now. Thank you for watching, and a final bye.